Bar Stool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker, Mostly Sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I am Mark Titus. He is Brandon Walker. Today is Monday, November 4th. We are live from Chicago, and we are brought to you by, it says here, Jägermeister. Yep, Jägermeister.
Damn, that's
Jägermeister.
cold.
Just wanted to add a little suspense. Still brought to you by Jägermeister, as always. Ice cold shots, 0 degrees Fahrenheit, 56 botanicals, wherever you're at, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar, or maybe doing all the sports stuff, or just...
Connor, what I want you to do is pretend you're at the Penn State statue the day before you play Ohio State, and I want you to scream out ice cold shots, and the whole Penn State throng of people will respond. Go ahead.
Hey, ice cold shots.
Oof.
Were there really people there?
Yes, there were. I'll explain it.
People are saying he put the oof and scoof.
That's what they say.
If you're hanging with friends at the bar, maybe you're doing all the sports stuff or just the mostly sports stuff, call the shots. Cheers the frosty 0 degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. Say it, Brandon. Say the line. Say the fucking line.
Damn, that's cold.
And remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister liqueur, 35% alcohol by volume, imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S., White Plains, New York. What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
Football.
All right.
I didn't know where it was.
When did the flute come in?
I was going to say, when we got to the pan flute, I felt like we were,
I didn't know where it was.
I felt like we could have tightened that up a little bit. I mean, I love the effort, but like
Football.
Also, I didn't realize Jaws had a pan flute.
Is that after the shark is dead?
I gotta say,
Why
if
is it so happy?
I'm out in the ocean and I'm hearing, the shark's coming after me.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing the music. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
You actually hear the music when the shark's come. When I hear the pan flute, I stop swimming. I'm like, I'm not scared of this fucking shark anymore. Fucking pan flute, dude.
A pan flute's for like a tiny fish. You hear a pan flute and there's like guppies around you.
Man.
Mark, I would like to talk about football.
Same.
Yeah?
Same.
You
yeah.
too?
Yeah. I don't know what it was this week, and it really just just grabbed hold of me and shook me and was like, college basketball does start today, and hopefully we do a college basketball preview. I don't know. We'll see if we have time, but I don't know, man. I'm feeling football. After this weekend, Brandon.
There's something about a Saturday in the fall. Your team's in a huge game. You disrupt your life. You get on a plane. You fly all the way there. You go ride on the statue. You sit there and you say, "We are," and then nobody responds. And you wake up and you have your McDonald's breakfast, and then you show up to Beaver Stadium, 110,000 people, and you just 111,000 people, and
so all to see your alma mater get over the hump and finally beat the team they can't beat, and the schedule's wide open after this. So it's like, man, if we can win this one,
everything,
the
world is their oyster. And then you lose.
You start out up 10-0, Brandon.
Immediately. Yeah. You're
up 10-0.
Yeah. Oh. Now, Connor, it's all fun and games because it's fun to laugh at you. However, I think this uproar, this laughing at James Franklin, I think it's only temporary, and I think it's misplaced because Penn State's going to go 11-1, go to the playoff, and probably win a game. What say you?
Before we get started,
we've been started for several minutes now.
Hello, I brought gifts.
I see the shirt you're wearing.
Yeah, this is a Big Noon Games suck shirt that they were selling.
Is that how we're going with this?
They were selling it at the family clothesline. That's not to say that we would have won at night.
If you can't just acknowledge that Ohio State has better players, you have
no. That's not to say
kickoff. You have to blame. If Penn State can get their refs and the kickoff at their time and control the weather and also find a way to have more talented players, this would have gone different.
Yeah, that's not to say we would have won if it was a night game. The noon kickoffs truly do suck. Everything about it sucked.
Now, hold on, Mark, because he did say he has gifts.
Okay.
Let's see what the gifts are at least.
I want to see what the gifts are.
Yeah, traffic was awful for a noon kickoff.
Kind of not really a detail that we needed to know.
Well, I'm just saying, the whole logistics of a noon kickoff are awful, and then we lost, and the rest of the day sucked.
I think the traffic for a night game would also be bad.
No, because it's a limited window that you have to get to the
football
stadium.
Has been played at noon for generations now.
Thousands.
I understand that, but for a game as big as that, it should not have been.
What have we got here?
Anyway.
Event lights on stadiums until
also the commercial breaks in the game last for 4 fucking hours. But anyway, I got this shirt from a mentor of mine in high school, somebody who coached me up in student journalism and broadcast journalism and everything like that. But I realized it would probably be better suited for Mark. It arrived in the mail, so I'm going to give Mark this Raise Hell and Praise Dale shirt.
Oh my God!
That's for you, Mark.
Oh.
Sorry, that was a bad toss.
What's he doing?
And then Brandon, since I know you love food, I got these at Penn State. These are grilled stickies. For anybody who hasn't had them, they are delicious.
Well, what are they?
Grilled stickies.
And Brandon, these are for you.
What's a sticky?
It's like a better version of a cinnamon bun.
Bring it over here.
Put it on your nipple.
Is he trying to get us not to talk about the game?
I think so.
Bring me the grilled sticky.
I think this is an insane shirt, but Brandon, this has nothing to do with the
No, not even close.
It's just like
but I love you guys and respect you guys, and I think we have a great dynamic here on the show where we're all nice to each other, and I wanted to bring gifts.
Oh, well, thank you, Connor.
Of course.
Well, I think we should talk about that for a while instead of the Penn State Ohio State game.
Or the Philadelphia Eagles. Should we just talk about the gifts he brought us?
I think we should. I want to see what a grilled
Joel
Try one of the stickies, Brandon.
Or Jason Kelsey.
So when I went to the Creamery on Friday too, they have a grilled stickies flavor, and the grilled stickies flavor is one of my favorites.
So this is just a cinnamon roll.
No, but it's better, Brandon. You don't get it.
Sticky creamery beaver.
Yeah.
Beaver creamery, sticky creamery.
Bro, you stayed in that Beaver for a long time.
I was in Beaver for an extra 45 minutes to an hour after the game ended.
Wow.
Well, entirely too much time.
I had no motivation to leave.
I don't have an hour inside Beaver in my life.
Yeah.
Never.
It's cumulative.
Not one single time.
Also, the Wi-Fi reception was better.
No, I meant cumulatively.
Oh, cumulative.
Have a sticky, Brandon.
Sticky beaver.
A little sticky.
Yeah,
Give us,
your hands get sticky after this.
Give us a live review of a sticky, of a grilled sticky.
Yeah, you fucks with it.
Yeah.
Good gift, Connor.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Though I guess that's for everybody if anybody wants to try.
Stickies for everybody.
Yeah.
It's weird that you did say it was for me.
Yeah.
You brought him a T-shirt. That T-shirt's not for everybody, but my gift is for everybody.
Can I?
Yes, Ebo.
The T-shirt. It's a gift from a mentor. Sticker still on it? Is the tag still on it too?
What's your mentor's name?
Yeah, what's the mentor's name?
Megan.
Your mentor's name.
His name is Megan.
That meant so much to you that taught you journalism was just Megan.
Megan. You just call her Megan.
I don't want to say her last name, but yeah.
More like womentor.
Yeah, no, she was my high school broadcast journalism teacher, and she was like, "Hey, I have this shirt." And
Did you live in a place that only had women available for everything? Like your bullies are girls, your mentors are girls?
well, I had male mentors too, but she was my high school student journalism teacher. and she-
Megan, you saw this weekend, and
No, she sent it into the office.
oh, okay.
It was a gift
So
that
wait,
she delivered here.
That means she sent it for Mark Titus in the first place.
Yeah.
No.
This is not a gift from you at all. This is a gift from Megan to me.
She loves Dale Earnhardt. Sent it to me, and I realized Mark is the Dale Earnhardt.
Why
guy on
would
the
she
show.
send you a Dale Earnhardt shirt?
Because she loves Dale Earnhardt.
Okay,
You have to acknowledge that's a pretty wild coincidence that she sent it to the office.
just because she loves Dale Earnhardt doesn't mean she's sending other people Dale Earnhardt shirts.
Okay, whatever. We'll get off of that. We could get to the game, but I just wanted to give that to you guys.
I have
because-
several takes from this game.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Brandon.
Number one, again, we are acting like James Franklin is the biggest failure in the world, and I get it. Like, he can't get over the hump. I get that. They were a yard from tying this game with four minutes to go. Now, their offensive play calling all day was fucking trash. They tried to be too cute. They tried to be, I'm going to send my left tackle out here and do that. No. Run it 4 times and get a yard. Okay. Number 2, Mike Pereira is the Fox Rules analyst that they bring in to talk about the close calls. That is the most useless human being that has ever been a human being.
Mike Pereira or the rules analyst in general? Just like you're talking about Mike Pereira.
I'm talking about the rules analyst in general, especially Mike Pereira.
Okay.
Because Mike Pereira will come on, Gus will say, hey, close call here. What do you think, Mike? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, Gus. He's fucking awful. And number 3, Gus Johnson's washed. There. Those are my 3 things.
Mike Pereira's doing comedic relief now.
Yeah, he's not even attempting to do his job.
They're like, we bring in Mike Pereira, and he's like, just gives some like deadpan jokes.
I don't want to get too distracted because I do want to make sure we talk about my alma mater humiliating Connor's alma mater.
Okay, all right,
the
fair
biggest
enough,
football
fair
game
enough.
of the season.
Yeah.
But did you see Dean Blandino, by the way, during the Lions-Packers game, and they throw it to the booth, and Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady are standing there, and Dean Blandino, who's the rules analyst for that game, is just standing right next to them, but like won't look at the camera, and then Burkhardt's like, yeah, there's Dean right there, and then Dean just kind of turns and he just awkwardly looks and then turns back.
No, I didn't see
He was
that
in
one.
the booth. Find a clip of that. Somebody.
Pull that up, TJ.
Pull that up. Somebody pull that up. Back to the game. Where's your head at with Franklin? Now that you've had some time to sleep on it.
There's zero belief and zero faith that he could ever win a big game.
Yeah.
I still contest that last year was the year where we should have beat Ohio State. Oh, is this the play?
Watch this. They come back from look at this. Dean Miller, what's he doing? and then Burkhart's, yeah, there's Dean, and Dean's like, I don't know why I'm on camera right now. I don't know why.
Is it
Why
cold?
doesn't he just step out of frame? What is he doing? What is this?
I don't know.
Why are they acting like he's not there? What is going on? Yeah.
But we should have won last year. Yeah, last year was the year to do it because we had the best defense that we've ever had in my lifetime. Number 1 in sacks, number 1 in tackles for loss, number 1 rushing defense. This year, Brandon, I know that you were saying on Unnecessary Roughness that like the last 3 years we've been really good. This defense this year does not compare to the defense that we've had for the past 2 years under Manny Diaz. It is soft. It has holes.
No, but you have a better version of Drew Aller. It's really a shame what you guys are doing to Drew Aller because Drew Aller is a good player.
Yeah.
And you've given him 0 at receiver. You've given him 0 options down the field. You've given him an offensive coordinator who wants to prove how smart he is and how cute he is, and he just does all these things. You got one weapon, and you refuse to just force feed it to him. You should. You should force feed it to Tyler Warren every single time.
Every play.
And you absolutely, they have done wrong by Drew Aller. This is still a good, solid team. Ohio State is just a better team.
2 things on Tyler Warren. I think teams are absolutely zeroing in on him and taking him out of the game plan because they know there's nobody else.
But you can't. Offense.
You can't.
Our best receiver, the person who had the most passes caught the other day, was our running back, and then our best runner was our tight end.
Yeah.
But that's a lazy.
Like that's
those are lazy ways to look at it because you say, well, they're taking him away. In the fourth quarter, when they had no other choice and Drew Aller threw down the field and it was one-on-one coverage and he was blanketed, he still caught the ball. You have to force feed that guy.
Secondly, the second point with Tyler Warren, when he gets us all the way down to the 3-yard line on that last drive that we had, don't throw it to him line him up at quarterback.
Yeah.
Or hand the ball off to him. He's our biggest body, your most reliable weapon. Also, there have been so many times where we've had him on the goal line and we'll bring in a wide receiver as this like fake sweep. He keeps it as the quarterback, and then he leaps over the pile. And it's almost like a wildcat type of formation.
Is there a chance he was gassed from the play?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But, I mean, we lined him up totally out of the equation. He was just blocking. We weren't even trying to get it to him, and he's our best player, especially on the goal line in those types of situations. So, all around, it was coaching malpractice. It was a badly coached game, and in those big moments, we did not show up.
I feel like this is unfair. I feel like we are focusing on Connor, whose team lost the big game in embarrassing fashion. I must turn to my colleague to my left.
Yep.
Mark.
Yep.
Let's talk about it from your point of view. The Ohio State Buckeyes go into Beaver Stadium and win.
Yeah, I mean, we might be back, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I needed to see. Yeah, I got to say this too. I guess my first thought is I fucking love Will Howard, and I think nationally he's still thought of as like a guy who's going to shoot himself in the dick in big moments. And the fumble was bad, and the pick six was bad, and there are bad moments. He's a fucking dog, dude. I love that guy. I can't get enough of that guy because when I trust him so much, even though I understand he has one or two moments every game where when you clip that clip out, you're like this. He's got like his Will Levis type moments. The fumble was just, I mean,
dumb luck.
This is dumb luck. That was just dumb luck. Yeah, protect the ball, but also like when you're 1 yard away from the end zone, you're not thinking like, what if this guy punches it out? It hits off my knee. It goes over at the perfect angle, and so I don't think that was that big of a deal. And then the pick six is, he does that once a game where he like doesn't see a guy and he throws it right to him, and it's bad. I don't want him to do that, but he's competitive as fuck, and I actually do love him, and I think that's my takeaway is that I don't know. I love Will Howard, and I think he's a better quarterback than he gets credit for.
He's bizarre quarterback in that he's 98% of the game he's very solid. He's not gonna get you beat, but he's averaging about two. This is a Blutman-ism. Averaging about 2 goofs a game.
2 goofs a game. But I would say what is the standard average amongst quarterbacks across the country? I'm watching. After the Ohio State game, I'm watching Carson Beck, and I'm like, if Will Howard's averaging 2 goofs, how many goofs is Carson Beck
don't
averaging?
compare him to Carson Beck because Carson Beck is a goof master.
Yeah, but Carson Beck coming into the season was the best quarterback in football on the best team in football. So it's like, I'm not going to be too upset about that. But the defense was incredible. I mean, to be down 10-0 less than 10 minutes into the game and then give up 3 points the rest of the game, I thought was incredible. The goal line stand was incredible, and I think the thing that has Ohio State fans fired up isn't just that we won. Or the goal line stand or anything else. It's honestly the final drive. You get the ball on the 1 yard line with 5 minutes left, and you just fucking run it every single play down their throat, and they can't stop it. And that's, I mean, everybody clowned on Ryan Day, and rightfully so. And I'm not here to say you shouldn't clown on Ryan Day from when he was calling out Lou Holtz after the Notre Dame game or whatever. But I think that's where his mindset was. Is like he's had a reputation as having soft teams forever, even trickling into this season. And I think that was the exciting thing for as an Ohio State fan. It's like I hope this carries forward, but like that to one, have a goal line stand, and then 2, turn around and milk the final 5 minutes of the game by just running the ball straight in between the tackles. Basically, I know the Howard one was but like for the most part, it was like we're just gonna line dudes up, fucking run it down your throat, keep picking up first downs, milk the clock. That is, I mean, you can't like that is answering the critics that pretend that Ryan Day has a soft football team. So I think that was the exciting part, is hopefully this continues for them.
I thought Chip Kelly was the MVP of the game for Ohio State. After the first disastrous drive, he had 2 predictable runs. I got some sticky in my throat.
There you go.
Sorry, I didn't mean to have sticky in my throat, but sometimes it happens.
It'll sneak up on you.
So the very first drive, Ohio State got the ball. They're down 3-0 after Penn State took up half the first quarter. They go predictable run 1, predictable run 2, and then everybody on the planet knew they were throwing that slant to Jeremiah Smith, pick 6. And as soon as they got the ball back, Chip Kelly went to fucking work. And he was using the quarterback run. He was using the Jeremiah Smith. He was using everything available to him, and he kept Penn State off balance. And, Connor, I think you're wrong. Penn State's defense is really fucking good this year. Maybe it's not quite as high-end as it was last year. It's still really fucking good. And Chip Kelly and that offense went to work. And Ohio State probably should have won by more than 7 points.
We should have won by a lot more than 7 points. And I think that's like I mean, it's easy for me to say because my team wins this game literally every time they play. Every time they play, they win. And when they don't, there are Wikipedia articles written about it because it's so shocking when Penn State wins. But I don't I don't think it's a coaching issue. I think Ohio State is just better than Penn State.
Ohio State has better
we
players.
have better
than Penn State.
players. We will always
That
have
is
better
the
players.
absolute
You
fact.
have, I looked this up this morning. There's this expectation from Penn State fans that we got to beat Ohio State. How are we not beating Ohio State? Why don't we beat Ohio? This is fucking crazy. We can't beat Ohio State. You realize since you've joined the Big Ten, you have never, not one single time, beat Ohio State 2 times in a row. You've never once demonstrated that you have a better program than Ohio State.
It is absolutely that you guys have better players. It is absolutely because you guys recruit better. It is absolutely because you guys put more money into football. That being said, we have still found ourselves in situations in 2017 where we had a double-digit lead, wound up losing 39-38. 2018, I think we had another double-digit lead in that game. We were up 13-6, I know, at one point.
Hold on. Now.
Yeah.
27-26, we lose. Like, there are positions
If you're
where we
building up
can
to
win
this year
games.
with the double-digit lead, that
I'm not-
double-digit lead the other day was fake.
I'm just saying there are situations where we have leads in these games. We've had twice now on our home field. Actually, 3 times because 2022 we had a lead in that game as well. Leads late in games where we blow them because I don't think the game plan is good. I didn't think the game plan was good the entirety of that game on Saturday. And after those first 2 drives, once Ohio State settled in, I thought Ohio State controlled the game. And that's why it absolutely should have been more than 7 points.
Right.
And I think we got lucky where we were gifted a situation at the end where we could tie it, which, I mean, we did not deserve that opportunity to tie it. I thought we just got outplayed, outcoached, and then we still botched that opportunity. Even it was gifted to us. On a
I'm not
silver
saying
platter.
you shouldn't be frustrated. I would be frustrated too. That would fucking suck to get to the door over and over and over, and you can't step through. You should absolutely be frustrated. I just think that there's the fans that are the people that hate James Franklin. That's fucking crazy to me. That's great as an outsider. And see, again, it is easy for me to say because as a reminder, I don't know if you're just tuning in. Ohio State does win this game every single time they play.
You're talking about most of the time they play?
No, like literally every single
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I would be frustrated too, but I don't know where this like expectation is coming from that like we should beat Ohio. Like you should. And the problem Penn State has is you guys are good enough that you're never going to catch Ohio State sleepwalking. Which is like, I think you look around the Big Ten and you're like, how can Purdue beat Ohio State?
Yeah,
every
we
so
are
often?
stuck
How
in this
can-
purgatory. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are good enough that Ohio State will respect you. Will circle the game on the calendar every single season. They will say this is a big game. We have to go into it playing our best. And unfortunately, when Ohio State plays their best, there's kind of nothing you guys can do. But having said all that, there are you have had opportunities through the years. I don't think Saturday. I mean, we're better than you. We're just better than you.
You want to go or do you want me to go?
Did you want to go?
Yes, I wanted to go.
You go.
Okay. You guys are better than us, but that is not to say that we can't beat you more than once in a span of 11 years.
No, that would be frustrating. That would definitely be frustrating. You would like to think that every so often a fluke would happen.
Not necessarily a fluke, but when things line up perfectly. That's why I say last year was the perfect opportunity where we had essentially 3 bye weeks going into that game. We had a fully healthy roster, and you guys didn't have Ibuka. You didn't have Travion Henderson. That was the year. And we had the best defense we've ever had. That was the year. This year, and part of the reason why people don't like Franklin is because of what he said in his post-game press conference where he's saying 99% of other teams would die to be in our situation and accomplish.
Yes, that's exactly
true, by the way. That's
absolutely
100% true.
Listen, I agree.
I'm not going to sit here and have a pity party for Penn State, who's about to go 11-1 and be like the 6th seed in the playoff.
I agree. We can't fire Franklin because we've also seen at other programs, Florida being a main
You're
one.
going to be in the playoff in like a month.
I understand that, but there is no faith that we could go in and win a game, even if we
Who cares if there's faith? You'll have a shot.
Yeah, but like I guess
because
I
we
guess
expanded it to 12
but
teams.
my
That's the
biggest-
only
my
reason why we
biggest
have a
question
shot.
about
You would have a shot at a 14 playoff.
No.
Why
In
is
11-1 with a loss to
Why is
Ohio
there an
State.
expectation for you to go to playoff and win? Like you as a program don't do that. I don't understand that part of it. That's what's confusing to me. You should be frustrated. You don't. No fan likes to lose games. What I don't understand is like the Penn State attitude seems to be we win championships here. This is unacceptable from James Franklin. When like in my lifetime, Penn State has always kind of been this. In fact, this is better than what Penn State has traditionally been.
Consistently, yes, we are better than what we've been year in and year out. And we are not going to be a program that's going to be contending for a national championship every single year like an Ohio State or an Alabama or a Georgia or what have you. But the model was always once every 4 years. If you come to Penn State once in your time in this program at this school, you will get a chance to compete for a national championship because the pieces are going to come together. With the money that
Connor,
we have.
You have that chance.
So you make the playoff.
I
So
think we're
this is-
so far removed.
You're not.
No,
Connor, you
I
make
do.
the playoff. You host a home playoff game this year. You win that. You lose the second round to a team that's like to a fucking Oregon, Ohio State, Georgia, you name it. Like you lose in the second round to them in the playoff. That's not a failure of a. That's not a bad.
We need to win one playoff game.
That's like a
Yes.
very good.
You're gonna want to play.
football season.
I'm telling you, dude. Amongst the Penn State fan base, there is zero faith. He was getting booed to oblivion.
I know.
Who
That's
cares?
insane. Why? Why?
Because
I don't really consider Penn State fans' behavior as a model for anything.
No, that's
He's
insane.
been shown repeatedly that he cannot win these games when it is
Nobody
handed to him
can.
on a
No
platter.
coach can. There's like 2 coaches
Then
ever
who else-
that
yeah.
consistently win these big games. Nobody does. Nobody. Ryan Day can't win them either, and then he won one. And now all of a sudden, like, do people have faith that Ryan Day is going to just?
You were a yard away from tying that game
Nobody-
today, and you might get a shot at him again.
Nick Saban has ruined everybody's brain when it comes to college football.
Everybody's.
Basically, every coach that has ever coached football, when they play top 5 games, they lose. And you know why they lose? Because the other team they're playing against is very, very fucking good. I understand that he doesn't beat Ohio State. That is frustrating. You should be frustrated. What is interesting to me is, and I'm sure you saw the stat, Penn State since like 2000 doesn't beat top 5 teams. James Franklin was not the coach in 2000. James Franklin has only been the coach the last 11 years. This is like a program problem, which isn't even a problem. You're just like you have an A- program. And for some reason, like the fans feel entitled to an A++ program.
Yeah.
And that, as an outsider, that's very confusing to me. You should be frustrated. I'm not saying you should, after that game, when you have the ball first and goal on the 3-yard line, you should be like, no, that was good. That was actually a very fun day at the stadium. I just think in the macro, big picture, the sky shouldn't be falling. This is fine.
I get being frustrated. Like, I get it. I just go back to Georgia, like in 2021, when Alabama beat them in the SEC championship game. They had never been able to beat them. Then they get to the playoff. They ended up beating them, winning the national title. I don't think Penn State is that good. But you are a yard away from tying the game. You're going to go 11-1. You're going to be a top 5, 6, 7 seed in the playoff. This is a phenomenal year for Penn State football. And to just fold your arms and say Franklin's never going to be able to do it, that's so fucking bitch made from Penn State fans. That's what I think.
And I agree with that. And when you look back on this season, and you're going to basically, like, when the season ends and you guys lose by 2 touchdowns to fucking Texas in the second round of the playoff or whatever, you're going to look back on this season and be like, well, that sucked. What a terrible season. And this is like one of the best Penn State seasons really ever in the history of your program. This is going to be one of the best seasons you've ever had.
Disagree, but
all right, we got a lot of other games.
out there.
A lot of other games. That was 30 minutes on that game. That's fine. Friends, we need to pour one out. We need to pour one out for a fallen homie. Dabo might not got that drip.
Yeah, that was tough.
They had played their way back into. They had played a bunch of nobodies, and they were killing the nobodies. And they had played their way back into the top 10, and people were starting to believe in them. And the unforgivable sin of getting killed by Georgia was starting to get forgiven, and they showed up against Louisville and just fucking stunk the other night.
Fans were leaving early.
This
That's
is
crazy.
This might be, and I've been on Dabo's side the whole time. The cracks in the dam might be too big at this point. Like I don't know how Dabo gets Clemson back to the top of the college football world when there's there's too many now. There was an avenue back in 2016, 17, and 18 where some teams weren't up. Texas wasn't up, Michigan wasn't up, but now you've got Texas is up, Ohio State's up, Oregon has crashed the party. You've got so many at the top of the sport. Clemson has gotten squeezed out, and he's not going to be able to do anything to reverse this trend.
So is there a world where they fire him for performance?
I don't see how you fire him.
Can. Yeah.
He is your program.
He's your program, yeah.
You've
So
done
you're
this
just kind of stuck with this, right?
You had one national title, one real national title before he got there in 1981. And he shows up, wins 2 at the height of Nick Saban.
Right.
And like he was in the 2010s, he was the second best coach in college football next to Nick Saban.
Yeah.
In the 2020s, he's not a top 5 coach. And I don't know if you can fire him because he's fallen out of the top 5, or you just have to suffer through 9-win season for the rest of the time.
Readjust your expectations.
And Louisville's not good.
Yeah.
Louisville has no defense, and Louisville showed up, and Cade Klubnik couldn't move the ball. Clemson, like the Clemson program, I put off burying them. A lot of fans have buried them before now, and they were right. They're dead. The Clemson as a national title contender is
as an
dead.
elite program that
It's over.
Yeah.
That's your second best program, right, Connor?
Well, yeah, if I had to choose a second favorite, it would be that. But I agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked to hear you say that because you had the Clemson stock.
I did, and I got burned on it.
They can still win the ACC, can't they?
Oh, yeah, certainly. But it's going to be tough because SMU has to lose.
They need help.
SMU, they need help. They need help.
Can I say this about the ACC? I think I've checked out. I've as a man who has kind of no reason to lock in on ACC football. I don't know what it will take to. Miami's the only team that can get me to turn on an ACC.
Mark, I'm about to say something. All right, you judge me if you want.
Yeah.
If the head of the NCAA walked in here right now and said, guys, the playoff was a good idea, the expanded playoff was a good idea, ACC's not that good, Big 12's not good, we're just going to go 6 Big 10, 6 SEC teams, I think I would be like, okay, all right, just fucking do it then.
I mean, that's what they're –
because obviously Notre Dame's going to get in, and BYU, if they stay undefeated, they will get in too. But the Big 12 is garbage. The ACC is garbage. Like, Miami is undefeated and might go all the way undefeated. They are absolutely in a war with bad teams every single week. And I know they had a big fourth quarter and won by 22, but they didn't win by 22. They were in trouble.
It was dicey. That was one of my choices. I was locked in on that.
Did you go 3-0?
I did go 3-0, but it was Army. Bryson Daly didn't play, so I was nervous about that. And Miami was down and playing like dog shit. But the ACC and Big 12 both. I have found myself only caring about the Heisman guys. So I'll watch Colorado and I'll watch Miami.
Yeah.
Any other game in either one of those two conferences, I can't do it. Because there's always like a better game on. Now if it's some standalone game, which is almost never is, I might watch it. But I don't know. It's just not good football.
I wonder how many people watched SMU and Pitt the other night. It was 7-0, maybe 8-0 SMU. I think it was 7-0 SMU against 6-1 Pitt. I don't know that a whole lot of people watched it. The SMU killed them, and SMU is shown to be their only losses to BYU is undefeated. So it's interesting in that standpoint. But like, is there anybody that believes you take the number one team of the Big 12, number one team in the ACC, that they can compete with the number 3 or 4 team in the Big 10? The SEC?
So this is serious. I'm being serious. Remind me how the playoff picture works again. Like what are the
major conferences are basically guaranteed one spot.
But they're guaranteed the top 5. The top 5 conference champion or the top
top 4. The top 4 highest ranked conference champs are they get the bye.
They get the byes.
Yeah.
So the 12 seed.
This could get really tricky, Mark.
What's where are we eyeballing? What seed are we eyeballing where we're like, actually, because if you get the Big 12 champion, that's actually better than getting like the second place.
Being the 5 seed is going to be sweet.
Buddy, there's a scenario. Sorry, I didn't mean to buddy you. There's a scenario where the Big 12 champion is like the last team in, and they're the 12th seed.
And that puts Boise State in the byes.
I mean, think about like maybe like Iowa State is the championship game. They lose to like a 2-loss Kansas State.
Okay.
Kansas State would then be in the playoff theoretically if the Big 12 got an auto bid over the American champion and the Mountain West champion.
Okay.
There are scenarios where one of these power conferences get boxed out and everyone is just assuming they do not. Everyone is saying if you win, like even during the Clemson game the other night, they're like, well, if you're Clemson, you got to be like thinking like if you win out and some other teams drop, like you get that auto bid. If you might not get that auto bid. You might not get the auto bid for winning the ACC.
The only conference that is, I believe, there's one conference that is set right now. The Big Ten is going to get 4 teams, and I know exactly who those 4 teams are.
Hold on. Hold on.
If Miami,
because this is not how it was sold to me.
If Miami plays Clemson in the ACC championship game, Clemson would be the conference champion. But if they're a higher ranked conference champion than Clemson, Clemson does not get.
They don't get an auto bid.
Miami would have to get in as an at-large team at that point. This is why Selection Sunday is going to get super messy, is because we're going to have Big 12 and ACC upsets, and we're going to be like, do we squeeze out?
If Clemson wins the ACC, there is a world where they can win the ACC championship and not make the playoff.
If Boise is ranked higher than them and the American champion is ranked higher than them, they would not get in.
Ebo has every scenario.
He
stays up at night.
I don't know if his scenario is right,
because the way they were talking about it is the power,
But there's no contingency on it being a power.
It doesn't have to be a power conference. Everyone just assumed it would be.
Correct.
Everyone assumed it would be.
Yeah.
And I still think it will be ACC, Big 12, Big 10, SEC. But people have been operating under the assumption that is the only way it can go, which is not true.
No, that's not true.
Interesting. So Boise could get the 4 seed?
There's a scenario where Boise wins out, and their only loss is number 1 undefeated Oregon.
By 3 points.
And then if they win the Mountain West, the way to get the 4 seed is to the 4 seed is the 4th best conference champion.
Fourth highest ranked.
4th highest ranked. So they would have to be ranked higher than the Big 12 and the ACC.
We could have like a number 10 ranked Boise, but they're ahead of like 11 BYU and 12 Clemson.
Yeah.
Like Boise gets the 4.
Yeah, like I said,
fun.
I think
that's fun.
Yeah. What if Army goes and beats – Army's not going to beat Notre Dame, but what if Army goes and beats Notre Dame?
I think we're coming down the stretch of the season. The SEC is a fucking mess. You've got probably 3 spots available in the SEC, maybe 4 spots available in the SEC, and 7 teams trying to get it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Big Ten's done. Big Ten
is done.
Big Ten is finished. Oregon's going to the playoff. Ohio State's going to playoff. Penn State's going to playoff. And Indiana, as long as they don't really fall apart, are probably going to the playoff. Now they probably do have to go 11-1 with the. There's
going to be some fucking bid.
We need to talk about something, Evo. We need to talk about something. Schedule disparity in this country, when we're trying to get to a 12-team playoff, schedule disparity is a real fucking problem. Mm-hmm. Because if you look at Penn State and Indiana, now I think they're both really good teams. Indiana and Penn State is a scenario. They're both going to go 11-1, and neither
they don't play each other.
will have beaten a team currently getting a vote in the top 25.
If you look at the Big Ten standings right now, the top 5, I think Iowa and Minnesota are tied, but Iowa beat Minnesota, so I would give them the tiebreaker. The top 5 teams are the 4 and Iowa.
Yeah.
Throw Iowa in there.
Yeah.
Ohio State this season, and this isn't a complaint, this is just acknowledging the schedule differences. Ohio State will play all 4 of the other teams. The other 4 do not play each other at all.
Yeah, and then in the SEC, Georgia is getting ready to go on the road to its 3rd top 10 team this weekend.
Yeah.
They're going to end up playing 5 teams. Georgia's going to play 5 teams that have spent time in the top 10 this year. Texas, their first road game was the last week of October when they went to Vanderbilt. Like, the schedule disparity just within the SEC is fucking crazy. It is.
We got to go back to divisions, huh?
We might.
Like, we have to.
Because, again, Indiana's schedule, God bless them. 9-0 Indiana, this is great. I like it for the sport. But Indiana's schedule and Ohio State's schedule are not the same sport. They're just not.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy that we're whittling it down, and there's so much. Because in the NFL, you have playoffs, but everybody plays everybody, right? You can see who's good and who's bad based on everybody playing everybody. You can hide in college football.
Also, in the NFL, you play your division rivals home and away every single year. So you have the opportunity to hand them 2 losses in a way that, this year you don't with these expanded conferences.
There are certain teams that are just skating. Like Texas is skating by. I think they're a really good team. I think they're a top 5 team. They're skating by with the schedule.
Thank God they beat Vanderbilt, because otherwise, at Texas there'd be a lot of question marks. So I don't know. I don't know what the fix is moving forward. I thought this would fix it. I thought the 12th.
It just creates an entirely new level of chaos.
That's what college football is. Yeah. It's just you always.
November's going to be a fucking mess. And
you always have new problems.
Yes, Ebo.
Alabama and LSU will sort themselves out.
Yeah, Georgia. If Ole Miss beats Georgia,
Texas and A&M will sort
maybe
out, or no.
If A&M beats Texas now, they both have 2 losses. If Ole Miss beats Georgia, they both have 2 losses. Alabama and LSU both have 2 losses. Now you're looking at 5 teams in the SEC that there's 10-2.
There's gonna be a clusterfuck of 10-2, and we're gonna come to these at-large spots where it's like, are there gonna be bids? Like, does Colorado have a path and they go in and beat YU and they somehow are one of the top 5 highest ranked conference champions and they are in. And then, therefore, like, whoever was on the bubble, whether it be Texas, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Alabama, they're not getting it.
You know what I'm really confident in, though, is the committee will figure this out. They'll sort it out. They'll find a way.
You know what, Mark? No team has ever won their bye week more than Colorado won their bye week this week.
Bama kind of won their bye week this week.
Yeah, I guess they did too.
Right, but Colorado did.
But Colorado's just chilling at the house.
Chilling, yeah.
Travis Hunter leaps up because Ashton Genty doesn't have a great Friday night where he impresses people. He ended up having decent stats, but he had to really work for it. Ashton Genty probably fell down. Travis Hunter rises up in the Heisman a little bit. And then Colorado watches Kansas State lose.
Yeah.
They watch Iowa State lose.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this path, God bless you, this path has just been sitting there the whole time, I guess. Because they got it. It is not even a path. It's a good path.
As first reported on Mostly Sports.
But now they got to go.
Colorado has a path.
Now they got to go to Texas Tech this weekend, and that game becomes huge because Texas Tech.
Why was Travis Hunter in Happy Valley?
I was going to ask the same thing. I saw that. I thought at a tailgate when I just looked at a TV. I was like, "Is that fucking Travis Hunter on the game day set right now?" I didn't know why he was there. I couldn't listen to the audio.
I thought it was cool, but
I guess
also, like on your bye week, he's
Connor,
from Colorado to.
I just want to say something. I appreciate you getting that family sign on College Game Day. Was awesome. The effort that you went through to put Mostly Sports front and center, I appreciate that.
I was doing other work. I was with Moobie. I was at Moobie's camp.
I'm sorry, is Movie family?
No, but that's one of the main reasons why I was there.
Can I yell at him? Can I yell at him?
I would listen. I
Mark,
wish.
can I yell at him?
Hey, what would you prefer?
Mark, can I
Dude,
yell
get
at
you
him?
some stickies. You'll yell at him.
What would you prefer?
Both of you motherfuckers in the last 2 years have had a game day on your campus. Both of you have had a chance to put a mostly sports sign front and center, and neither motherfucking one of you. If there was a game day in Starkville, you know what's going to be in the front row of that motherfucking game day? A fucking mostly sign, a family sign.
If
game day ever comes to Columbus, Ohio,
Columbus, I would do the same.
I didn't even go to the game day set.
If they're in Piscataway next year, you think we're allowing this one to come produce without getting it? He's going to helicopter in.
Okay. If it wasn't a noon kickoff, then maybe I would have swung
Dude,
by.
you could.
There just wasn't enough time.
You could have planted it.
You could have DM'd Brady Quinn and been like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
trying to get a sign on set."
I brought a gift.
Could have got it on the Fox set at least.
I forgot. I brought a gift for somebody, and it's in my car.
Nobody was
Really?
at the Fox set, I don't think. Oh, wait. What's the gift?
I got a gift.
Okay.
Make sure before the show ends and we try to end it, say, Brandon, go get the gift, and I'm going to.
Why? You gotta drop the noon thing. It's been a thing for years now.
Also, Fox.
If this
The game was huge.
If this was the first year this was going on, and I don't understand. Like they've been doing this for years.
There were 111,000 people there. I think people were okay with it being at noon. They got there. You had the crowd you wanted. It's not like it's not like people didn't come because it was at noon.
No, Beaver Stadium was one of the loudest times I've ever heard Beaver Stadium when we went up 10-0 after that pick six. It's not about that. It's just about the logistics. It's about the fact that this game would be so much better in a 3:30 slot or a night game.
But I don't think it would. It was great.
It was a great. Yeah, I don't.
No,
I
it's
feel
everything.
like
Also, Fox, they don't perfectly capture the crowd noise. I watched it back. I was like, this is quiet. There's just so many different things that are wrong about it. Also, you're right about Gus Johnson. He might be washed.
Oh, he's washed.
Oh my God.
His call on the Penn State pick six juxtaposed with the Ohio State touchdown going at 14-10. I don't think he knew where the ball was. He basically said, and there's a throw to Henderson, and it's a touchdown, Ohio State. We'll be back after this. Like, it was weird. When does he ever do that?
That's the criticism against him is that the guy can't win. He yells too much. He doesn't yell enough. What do you want from him?
Yeah, but he can't do both in the same game. It went from here to here, and it was I don't know.
Also, one thing, maybe you guys will have a different answer, but maybe for the young guys in the room, you're going to a college football game. You're there for a big weekend. And somebody says, oh, yeah, the game is at noon versus the game is at night.
You're talking to the wrong guy.
You're taking up too much real estate with this argument.
Yeah, that's
I'm just
all I'm
saying.
saying. I'm saying the noon thing could have been like we're playing at noon? Fuck, dude, that kind of sucks. I prefer at night. Anyway,
Yeah.
Now let's go enjoy the day. And it's become like your entire fan base won't shut the fuck up about how this game could have gone differently if
No. It's not about it going differently.
Ohio State, Michigan's
cares?
been at noon every
year.
Every year.
Yeah,
Texas, Oklahoma's been at noon every year. Like what?
Noon college football at noon has been going on for thousands of years.
Thousands. I believe since Genghis Khan.
I don't know.
But this was a game that used to always be at night, whether it was in Happy Valley or in Columbus.
You're talking to the wrong guy because I want the games to kick off at like 8 a.m. I think would be perfect for me in my life.
Is that a sign of getting old? Because I swear to God, the other day, like 8:30, I was like, "Fuck,
dude,
can we just play some football?"
I woke up, I made breakfast, was drinking my coffee. I looked at the clock. It said 8:40, and I was like, I would give my left nut for this game to kick off in 20 minutes. That would be so fucking awesome if it kicked off at 9 a.m.
8:40 on a Saturday morning might as well be like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
because it's forever. All right,
it is a sign of getting old, but that's okay. We're old.
You got an ad?
I don't mind it. I do not. No.
We got to switch to. Did we?
I'll give you the ad.
Oh, I have the ad. I want to talk to you boys about sex.
Hell yeah.
You can have better sex with BlueChew. BlueChew is the original brand offering chewable tablets. These erection-enhancing tablets. You understand what I'm talking about? Getting your dick hard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Buddy, do I.
They help. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, longer-lasting erections for sexual activities, and it's all done from the comfort of home. With BlueChew, say goodbye to performance anxiety and hello to stronger, longer-lasting erections. These chewable tablets have the same active ingredients you'd find in Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. BlueChew is all about having confidence when it comes time to perform and having happy and healthy relationships. BlueChew subscriptions include a free online consultation, 24/7 medical support, and delivery straight to your door every month. Chew it and do it. If you want confidence in the bedroom, use code MOSTLY. Use code MOSTLY for your first month free. First month free with code MOSTLY at BlueChew.com. Check them out. Thank you to BlueChew for sponsoring the pod. All right, NFL.
Let's talk about the NFL.
I got something. It didn't functionally gain him another yard, I don't think. Maybe a yard, maybe 2 yards. That move by Saquon might be, I'm 45, the coolest thing I've ever seen on a football field.
Yeah.
I am not.
It did gain him extra yard, right? Like,
yeah, it did. Yeah.
Got
3 or 4. Yeah. 5.
Yeah.
But I'm not exaggerating when I say I think that is the coolest single move a player has ever pulled off in my lifetime. It's probably going to get so many high school players hurt this Friday night.
Yeah. Oh my God,
it's going to get some college players their kidneys burst or something. But it is. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I don't understand how does it work? How does it like? Because virtually every human being on earth tries this and it backfires horrifically. He makes it look so easy.
There's an element of A, having the athletic ability to do it, but B, just even the mind control to think about doing it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, my back's to this guy. He's about to hit me in the back. Well, I guess I'll just jump over him backwards.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
The spin move right before it to set it up, too, makes it that much. It's They should have paused the game. They really should have stopped the game. They should have stopped the game. Like when LeBron broke the record and they paused it and had a moment and everybody clapped. They should have stopped the game and just shown the replay on loop for like 15 minutes.
Also, Connor.
Oh, is he wearing LeBrons, by the way? Go back.
He was, yeah.
Is he wearing these guys? He's got these guys on. Look at these guys. I got the Saquons.
What all is down there?
Dude, I got treasures down here.
Your fucking under your desk is like a cartoon character's pockets. Like, how do you have everything down there?
It's like a clown card.
Why do you have everything?
I got my fucking Pokemon cards for next time Tommy Walker comes in. I'm ready.
You got weed?
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I got weed. I got coffee.
Could you live under there?
I got Jägermeister. I got. What else I got down here? I got the Ryan Shazier books. Just in case, you never know. You never know when you might need them.
The most random shit.
I got random shit down here, dude.
Where'd the LeBron shoe even come from? Do you have
LeBron shoes, dude?
Do you have somebody?
You don't have LeBron shoes?
How did you just have that particular shoe ready to go?
Because I knew Saquon Barkley.
I've never seen that shoe there.
I knew Saquon Barkley. So I knew at the start of the season Saquon Barkley was going to do a spin move and then jump backwards and split a guy, and then as he's doing it, as he hurdles a guy, there's going to be a picture of him wearing LeBron. So I got my LeBrons ready for that when that moment comes, and now here we are.
Connor, those uniforms should be the Eagles uniforms. And I know you want to wear them on special occasion. No, those should be the Eagles uniform.
But I'm kind of like that. With every single throwback uniform there is, like part of the reason why it's such a cool moment is because you don't break them out all the time.
No, the Eagles with those. Denver with the orange. This should be your uniform.
Can I say something nice about Penn State? I think you guys have perfect uniforms.
Thank you.
I think the plain ass uniforms, and you never really tinker with them. That's cool.
It was a great uniform matchup. Whenever Penn State and Ohio State face off, I love that. But yeah, no, I love those uniforms. The Kelly Green game is always great. But yeah, that was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Unfortunately,
I don't know what I would do if I was Saquon Barkley.
We're gonna have to fire Nick Sirianni.
Yeah.
He's only 6-2 now, or 7-2.
6-2.
6-2 would be 7-1 if Saquon caught the ball.
Yeah, he didn't.
I'm trying really.
He can come
hard.
up with spin moves and jump over people backwards, but he can't catch a football out of the backfield.
Yeah.
He also can't hold on to the football when no one tackles him.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
Or run through the first down line for no reason.
Yeah. What was that? Why did
staying in bounds to run clock?
There was 5 yards,
which is what we should have done in that Falcons game that you guys always reference is run the clock out. But whatever.
Well, they made the right call in the Falcons game. It just didn't.
Did you see that they tried to run that same exact play on 4th and 1? Actually, it was 4th and inches, and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Yeah, but it worked the first time when he dropped the ball.
Yeah. I have a serious question. I'm not trying to, because I don't want to get.
You guys troll.
You got me a Dale shirt. So you say you're not results based with Sirianni. It's not. It's because from my perspective, it feels like you wait till the play happens. Then when it doesn't work, you say, "Why the fuck would you call that play, you bozo?" Right? Why? What's the difference between him and Dan Campbell? Like, why do Lions fans love it when it's like 4th and 6 and Dan Campbell's like, "Of course we're fucking going for it," and he rolls the dice because it works? Is that the difference? Like the 2-point, he's getting killed for going for 2. When you got the ball on the 1 yard line. And you have a play that works 100% of the time except when it doesn't. And he runs the tush push, and the ball is basically over. And then everyone's like, why would you go for that? And it's like, what? Because you run the tush push, and you get 1 yard. I thought that was like a That's a common complaint with him is like, why don't we just run the tush push? Then when he does it, it doesn't work, and you're like, why the fuck would you run the tush push? It just feels like every big moment you wait to see what happens. It doesn't work for Sirianni, and then everyone's like, what a bozo.
I was not opposed to the tush pushes on the 2-point conversions, and for the most part, the 2-point conversions I really didn't have that much of a problem with because we did have it at the one, and I do think that one of them was across the goal line. But the review didn't support it.
The first one, I thought
I can't remember exactly where it was. But then the last one that we did, we were trying to get 2 points because we had put ourselves in a hole where we had not taken a couple field goals before that to go for it. It didn't work out. And now we legitimately did need to get 2 more points to extend the lead in a situation where, we needed to make it so that Jacksonville couldn't come back in and win it. So the third one was out of desperation. But mainly it's the fact that we are going for it on 4th and short when it's a very manageable field goal, and it's happened before where it's hurt us. It hurt us in the Falcons game. It hurt us in the Saints game where we are refusing to take points. So technically there were 9 points yesterday.
I can't. You're 6-2. Why are we nitpicking every decision by a 6-2?
I'm serious. Why do you think Lions fans are like, I fucking love, like if
I don't watch the Lions enough to know.
When it doesn't work for Dan Campbell, I don't think Lions fans would be like, what a fucking moron. I hate this guy.
Well, because they're still scoring out the wazoo.
That's what it is. Is that they're
24
scoring out the wazoo.
Well, I mean, but
the Eagles aren't
previous
scoring
2
out
weeks,
the wazoo.
Brandon, they were putting up in the 40s.
Eagles are 6-2. We're not nitpicking every decision by a 6-2 coach, who, by the way, has the highest winning percentage of any coach in the history of the Philadelphia.
They are winning in spite of him.
No, stop. That's crazy. That's crazy and stupid. That is crazy. That is fucking crazy.
There is so much.
It's not reality. I don't know why you're so married to this idea that the coach sucks when you're 6-2 again.
The teams that we have beaten, we still have the hardest part of our schedule ahead of us. And I'm saying now, the reason why we nitpick, just like I'm nitpicking everything with Penn State, is because down the road, when we face the tougher teams on the schedule, it could come back to bite us.
Who's sports fans like that?
As far as I know, and I'm
celebrating 6-2, but I also
maybe I'm wrong.
Coach.
Maybe I'm wrong. But as far as I know, there are 2 football teams, programs, franchises, whatever, in Division I college football and in the NFL that have coaches that are winning games at a better rate than their predecessors did. They are amongst the, if not the best coach. They're in the top 2 or 3 coaches that this program or this franchise has ever had. They have had success that has not happened in well over a decade for their programs and franchises. There's only 2 of them, and you're a fan of both of them. And there's only 2 of them where the fan bases want to fire both of the coaches, I should say.
You're
a fan of both of them.
I have never been a fire Franklin guy. I am absolutely a fire Sirianni guy, though.
There's only 2 situations where the coach is better than the guy before him, and every fucking fan wants to fire him yesterday, and somehow they're both in the same state, and the same people cheer for those programs.
The Eagles,
is that interesting at all?
First of all, this is a very widespread opinion, not just
among Eagles fans.
No. You turn on the TV, everybody today is shitting on Nick Sirianni.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I don't think that's true.
Dude, look at Twitter. I don't know what to tell you.
Twitter's not TV.
There are people posting clips from TV. There's talk radio, everything.
All right.
Everybody is shitting on Nick Sirianni. This offense is loaded. It's one of the best front offices in the league with one of the best GMs. It's a well-run organization. We are going to win regular season games, but when it comes down to it later in the season, I do not trust Nick Sirianni as my head coach. You're not going to win the Super Bowl
like you do every year.
The Cowboys, the Cowboys are officially finished, right?
They've been finished.
You're
the last to figure that out. Yeah.
I think I say every week they're officially finished.
No, they've been finished.
Next week, I look forward to saying they're officially finished.
They're done.
The Lions, I know the Chiefs are 7-0. The Lions are the best team in the NFL,
I think it's Lions and everyone else in the NFC.
Yeah.
I think it's the Lions and everyone. And
they're
the
so
NFC,
fucking. They won 24-14 yesterday, but the way they use their running game and those multiple backs, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown, the way they use everything is like perfect football. Yeah. It's so pleasing.
Yeah, the only 2 teams that feel like they, I don't know. As I close my eyes, Brandon, and I picture it, the only 2 teams that I think could beat the Lions in the NFC right now feel like the Niners or the Eagles based on the rosters they have.
Yeah.
And neither one of them. I mean, the Eagles, as Connor explains over and over, they're going to shoot themselves in the dick when it matters most, and the Niners have been hurt all season.
There's one.
What do we got here? I love Philadelphia's team. I don't trust the coach. I think this is the only legit playoff contender with a coach as a question mark. Wow.
All right.
There you go. Dan Orlovsky. Backing you up, Nick Sirianni.
Saying it's not just Philadelphia. We almost lost that game yesterday, despite being up 22-0.
But you didn't, and I guess that's where we're coming from.
We would have lost it if not for a miraculous.
What I'm worried
end zone
about
pick.
is like, are you ever going to enjoy?
I enjoy it.
You don't.
You don't. I feel like
I enjoy it while nitpicking because I know that there's more stuff down the line that could hurt us. And by the way, everything I said about Penn State this year, I was right about in that game against Ohio State.
Which is fine. But like enjoy
everybody gets hurt.
But what I'm saying, yeah,
everyone
like,
but one team gets hurt. Like,
exactly.
You can't go through the sports season being like,
You're-
this is gonna hurt. Everyone's gonna. Like,
you are
everyone gets
100%
hurt.
right that the Eagles are more than likely not going to win the Super Bowl. And then when that happens, you're going to come in and you're going to say, this is what I was saying all year. Nick Sirianni is going to hold his team back. We're not going to win the Super Bowl. But you never win the Super Bowl. You won it one time. And the franchise has been around for 4,000 years, and you've won it one time.
It's not.
You're going to be a good team. You're going to make the playoffs. You're going to win the division. It's going to be a good season.
You're painting it as if I'm like
They might not win the division, by the way.
exactly. You're painting.
No, I'm not backing you up. I'm just saying Commanders.
You're painting it as if like it's national championship or bust or Super Bowl or bust. That's not even it. I'm just saying
whatever.
This Penn State team is not as great as everybody makes them out to be, and this Eagles team has serious problems.
And I'm saying if you chilled out and took a deep breath, you would be like, how fucking blessed am I to cheer for a college team and a pro team that are better than 99% of their competition. That's awesome. What a great situation I found myself in.
I still love my team.
I'm very blessed.
Trust me, I am. But I also you're allowed to say these are components of the team that I don't like.
The Falcons are 6-3. There's no middle in the NFL. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
There's like there's a top, there's a bottom. I think they said it on PMT, but there's 9 teams that have 2 wins right now. That's weird.
Yeah,
that's suspicious.
Something's going on.
The math's not mathing for
The
you.
math is not math. There's no middle.
Yeah.
Who's the middle? The Colts are always in the middle. I think they're in the middle.
I think it's just
middle.
the NFC West.
The middle. The Broncos, are they in the middle? The Broncos feel like they're a playoff team, but they also nobody's scared of them.
Who is
right?
Who is the middle?
But they're also.
This is what led to the The Bengals are the middle, right? The Bengals can beat anybody and lose to anybody.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers are the middle.
Yeah, but they're 5-3.
But they feel like the middle. They're the median team to me.
Okay, all right. I don't know. The Bucks might be the middle. The Bucks are pretty middle.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Saints fired Dennis Allen this morning.
Yeah.
Remember when they started off 2-0
I was gonna say
and scoring like 60 points?
That snuck up on me, this losing streak that they have, because I knew they were. I remember them being 2-0 and then they lost a couple, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I kind of must not have watched a lot of Saints games, and then I was watching I threw on the Panthers Saints game yesterday because it was a close one, and I saw 2-6, and I was like, what the fuck? They're about to be they've lost 7 in a row.
But so they opened the season beating the Panthers by like 50, right? They scored 44, I think, and then the second week they beat the Cowboys, I believe. They scored a bunch against Cowboys. They're 2-0. They're flying high. My God, this offense, Alvin Kamara. And they've lost 7 games in a row. Their coach gets fired, and they're losing to the fucking Panthers.
Mm-hmm. Bears are dead.
Bears are dead.
Bears are.
Cardinals are middle as hell, too, although they might be high-end middle.
The Rams might be a middle team. So maybe there's more middle.
Oh, the Rams, by the way. I think the Rams are going to the playoffs. And I know Puka got ejected yesterday for some bullshit. But once they got Puka and Kupp back, they look like a different team.
They're stitching something together.
They're stitching something together is what they're doing, Connor. That's exactly right. The Dolphins, by the way, they're 2-6 and are pretty good. Like they gave the Bills everything they wanted. They fought them yesterday. The Dolphins are a pretty good team who is 2-6. They're 2-6 because they shit down their leg a couple times. They're 2-6 because Tua missed so much time. But like they're not as bad as the Saints.
No, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Now that Tua's back, they're probably not as bad.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of shit in the NFL.
Oh fuck. I didn't realize, Ebo, you deemed 3 more teams toast. I feel like 2 of these teams were already toast.
Yeah, we already said all these teams were toast.
Cowboys are toast. Dolphins are toast. Jags are toast.
Okay, who else is more toast?
Hold on. The Jags is interesting because
I put the Jags as toast. Yeah,
that's the first time you've admitted the Jags are toast.
Well, they did have a path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
The path is gone.
And Trevor Lawrence is what? Is blank. Fill in the blank.
I don't know because when he's in shotgun, he's like one of the.
He doesn't believe they're toast, Mark.
Yeah.
When Trevor Lawrence is throwing out of shotgun, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, top 5 quarterback in the NFL of shotgun. They go under center nonstop. All they do is go under center.
Here are your toast teams. Okay, the Cowboys are toast.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh!
We didn't even get that on camera.
I think
It's
it's
just a touchdown dance.
I think it's better that way.
Oh. Fasoli just
That's pretty good.
did the icky shuffle.
No, he has to come back and do the bounce in your head.
We didn't. Huh. All right, we're doing that challenge later. Who's doing it? Connor and Ebo.
I physically cannot do it.
I don't think I'd be able to do it.
Well, you said you physically cannot
why
do it
can't you
today.
I hurt my back.
Wait, but you understand? There's a word there. You said I physically cannot do it today.
Correct.
You're saying you could do it on another day.
Correct. When I'm full strength, fully healthy.
But
You hurt your back. How? And tell me the truth, and not that bullshit line you said in.
You got your back blown out?
In the
Is that what you're
group chat, you said, I can't do anything tomorrow. I hurt my back reaching for a 90-pound dumbbell. Now tell the motherfucking truth.
Well, I did work out yesterday. That is true.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I did some legs and
Okay,
back.
seems irrelevant.
Yeah.
What or who blew your
Feels like-
back out?
feels
and
like
then
we're
I
leading
and
to
then
the
I reached
more
down to
relevant
put one of the soap things in the dishwasher, and my back around my shoulder just completely locked up and blew out, and I almost fell down, and didn't get back up.
You got stuck in the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Around your shoulder?
Yeah, like upper back, it just gave out, locked up.
Upper back?
When you hear
Yeah, that's
somebody's
what-
back going out, it's usually the lower back. Your
Yeah.
upper back?
That's why I have this right here.
You're sitting on a pillow the whole
Yeah,
time?
I have a pillow here today because
How old are you? How old are you?
28. This is not good, and it's not even like I'm tall either. That's the worst part. It's like if
No,
you're
Oh, I
tall,
never thought about that. Yeah,
if
you're not
tall with
tall.
back
Not tall at all,
problems,
no.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not.
Oh, yeah, because
Short guy with back problems is
your upper back going out is like anybody else's lower back going
Yeah,
out because
Yeah.
where it is.
That is true. Yeah, it's the same distance
Yeah.
from your waist to
Yeah.
to the pain as what I feel when my lower back gets hurt. So I guess that checks out.
Oh, we're not going to talk about me and
Yeah.
TJ being the same height.
You keep saying this. What picture are you referring to?
Oh,
What,
I mean,
is
I'm
this,
standing like 5 feet behind.
Is this your right foot's actually the first foot in the whole thing, though?
You got a little bit of a crouch to you, TJ.
TJ is crouching a little bit. Ebo, are you photoshopped into this at all?
Nope. No.
is this at Malisex?
What's
Yeah.
that looks like an
All right.
action-packed scene at
Well,
the
give it
hockey
away.
game. What's happening
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
hockey game there?
The hockey and guitar?
I'm taller than Ebo.
Yeah, no, you are, but
I don't know. Okay. All right. Not that big of a
people
deal.
were calling me fat though.
Who was calling you fat?
People were saying that I low key might be fatter than TJ now.
Right there?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a costume.
Oh, yeah. You might be fatter than TJ for sure, but I don't think you're fat. I think TJ's just a skinny boy now.
How was the November 1st Halloween party that you guys went to?
Fucking so sick. You guys wish you were there.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Were there broads?
There were some broads. There was some dry ice too, just out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Was it keeping anything at temperature, or is it just
Just
It was
boiling
just
in a
out.
cauldron.
yeah,
for effect.
For effect, cool.
Yeah.
For cool visuals.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
There's some lights.
Was the music loud?
Actually, no. It was like a pretty decent level of music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What time did
talk-
this party start?
What time did we get there? Like 8:30.
Cool. Friday night I went to bed at 7:15.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to say that
Yeah.
about me.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this rocks.
Why didn't you go?
I was in State College. I was at Champs.
He was getting sticky and beaver, dude.
Oh no. Yeah, this is.
You stick your hand in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the smoke machine. They would just like someone would go over and like pump in some smoke every
This looks like a lot of fun for you guys, but yeah, I don't.
Pool table?
There's too many people there. In this video, I'm already like overwhelmed by how many people are there. I'm like, damn, it's a pretty crowded party. I should probably slip out of here. Yeah, the Lions continue to be my favorite team. Did you see the Lions? The Lions won 3 straight in Lambeau.
Mhm.
You have to go back like 27 years for the previous 3 games.
27
The
years.
window of 3 games. Like they were like 24-3, I think, over 27 years, and then now they're 3-0. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I got you. 1997, huh?
I think it was something like that. I saw that stat this morning, and I thought that was pretty cool. This is a franchise that never wins in Lambeau. Now they own Lambeau Field.
I watched that game thinking, oh, it's going to be a NFC North slugfest, and I think that Green Bay scored first, and the Lions just He's outclassed them in every single
Yeah,
possible
we thought
way.
how many weeks ago we said that? I mean, everybody was saying the NFC North is by far the best division. It still might be, but
Well, the Bears have fallen off.
the Bears have fallen off, and the Lions. Did they beat the Vikings in Minnesota?
Yep.
They did, right?
They did.
They beat the Vikings in Minnesota, and they beat the Packers in Green Bay.
Yep.
I feel like it might not be as competitive as we.
I don't
anticipated
remember
it
who
being.
beat the Lions.
The Buccaneers did in
That's
in
right.
Detroit, I believe.
That's right.
I think it was in Detroit. It'd have to be in Detroit because
Yeah.
that was their first outdoor game
Yeah.
against Green Bay yesterday. Yeah, rainy weather. I have a take that gets me killed every time it comes up,
Go.
but it's relevant. Bad weather for football games. I don't think the players like it. I don't necessarily like it as a viewer. I think bad weather football games are a thing that get romanticized as you
Yeah.
look back on it. But when you're in it and you're actually watching a football game where the weather is shit, it's just disgusting football more often than not.
Let's power rate as a fan these 4 weather scenarios. 95 or above temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Driving rainstorm.
Which is what we had yesterday in Green Bay.
Snowstorm.
Okay.
Or bitterly cold past snow, like 3 degrees.
Yeah.
Power rank those in terms of I'd want to experience that, because I think the very worst one is 95 degrees and above. That's the one I can't. Fuck that. Fuck that noise.
I think that's the easiest one to tolerate.
I think snowstorm's probably the easiest. As long as you
Snowstorm's
dress
probably
right,
second.
as long as it's like a 29-degree snowstorm.
I think rain would be the worst. I actually think rain would be like rain that just doesn't stop, and you're and if you're saying you're a fan at the game.
So I've done the rain. The 2015 Belk Bowl, as you all know, as everybody remembers, it rained the entire game, and I was soaked, and you could never see. It was miserable, but I got through it.
Really?
Yeah, I got through it.
You survived?
Yeah, the 2015 Belk Bowl. I remember. I know you.
Yeah. Have you experienced all 4 of these?
I haven't done snow. I've done bitter cold. I've done heat. I've done a lot of the heat. The heat's the worst. Heat's bad.
I'm thinking back to my football playing days, and when it was raining was the time I shouldn't have ever played football. I wasn't cut out for it.
Yeah.
Because when the weather was anything but perfect, I was like, fuck this shit. Dude. I don't want to go out there. I don't want to play football in the rain. What the fuck are we doing out here? The rain was the worst. I hated the rain so much.
I just looked at Connor, and it reminded me that we got on his ass for Penn State a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Got on his ass for Sirianni.
Yeah.
But is Joel Embiid out here pushing folks?
Yeah. Pretty much everybody unanimously, though, is on his side. Like,
Yeah.
Marcus Hayes is an asshole.
So the guy wrote a column and included something about Joel Embiid's dead
Yeah, we
brother
talked
and his
about it
son.
on the show.
Yeah,
We talked about that
Yeah.
before. So
Yeah.
it came to a head Saturday?
I think, they might have had their first. I didn't read the article. I didn't see the Shams report on it.
What about the guy who
did
said
a
he
full,
punched him?
live hit. That's outrageous. Keith, can't be doing that.
How is there no video of this?
Correct.
Great.
I don't know. Didn't they say that they were launching an investigation or something like that into it?
But
Like the NBA was
We
going
have
to
video of everything, and there's nothing but reporters around.
we had Trayvon Diggs doing these nuts jokes.
Yeah, I don't know how it doesn't get filmed. I don't know what exactly went down, but yeah, that reporter's an asshole. So okay, whatever. But yeah, weird. I saw that on Saturday night as I was about to go to bed, just totally depressed. I'm like, Jesus Christ, because originally it was Joel Embiid punched a fucking reporter.
There's just a lot of aggro vibes coming out of your teams right now.
Well,
I understand that, right?
There's one more that we got to talk
I
about.
know, Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy, the Penn State fan who said what he said to Jason
I
Kelsey.
think that is a universal belief at this point.
everybody-
Yeah,
If Kelsey had turned around and punched that guy's jaw through Venus, I would have been all right, cool.
Yeah, Kelsey actually held back. Like, he could have done much worse. Also, what the fuck are you doing going up to Jason Kelsey, who could beat the fuck
It's
out
social
of you?
media, Connor. It's social media. They get to make these anonymous accounts, and they get to say God knows what to God knows who. They get to say everything they've ever wanted. And then when they're in person, like, I can say it here. You can't. You can't fucking say that to people.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Jason Kelsey should have beat the shit out of that guy.
Yeah.
There.
I agree. Also, the Penn State fans yelling at James Franklin and Franklin yelling back at them.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Is that
Everything that
A
James
lot of frayed nerves in
Sirianni yelling at fans?
Pennsylvania right now.
everything James Franklin did after the game, I disagree with.
Okay.
In terms of
Everything.
how he addressed it in the press conference, how he interacted with that fan. I mean, that was pretty tame. He had a worse one a couple years back, but still, yeah, it's bad. Bad.
Are we doing our Election Day special tomorrow?
I think so. Yeah.
America Votes, starring mostly.
Yeah. We're all just gonna
be live.
We're all gonna vote.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we say we were voting for
We're all gonna
one thing? I can't remember what we were gonna vote for.
Oh, we were gonna vote for
One Thing by Finger 11.
Damn, that's cold and ice cold shots.
Yes, that's what.
Yeah. Are you more of a damn that's cold person or an ice cold shots person?
Well, I'm a damn that's cold guy.
Yeah, which is
We do have 5 people in the room. There would be
ice cold shots is obviously.
All right, hands up for damn that's cold. Wow. Okay. Shit. Okay. Yeah. Me and TJ. Hands up for ice cold shots.
Yeah, I mean it's obviously ice cold shots.
Oh wow, we have a swing vote. Damn that's cold or ice cold.
Pennsylvania guy. It all hinges on. It all hinges on. It all comes down to this.
I'm gonna go ice cold shots.
What? Damn, that's cold.
Stop the steal. This was stolen from us.
Witch hunt.
What?
I was gonna suggest we could do a college basketball preview.
That's what I was about to say as well. Do you want to do a college basketball preview?
I mean,
College basketball starts tonight.
I assume TJ has an idea.
I want to set it up though before we do it. College basketball is back. I love college basketball so much. I love it more than anything really. And the season is back. And Ohio State plays tonight. We play Texas in Vegas, 10 Eastern. It tips off. But the real game, and I love this. I love this for our sport. We have a top 10 matchup on night one of college basketball between Gonzaga and Baylor, 2 programs where the coaches are really good friends.
Can't wait to watch.
2 of the best programs we have in the country. All eyes are going to be on Gonzaga versus Baylor. Two programs that met in the national championship not too long ago.
Yep.
This is a marquee matchup. We get it on opening night at college basketball, and it tips off at 11:30 Eastern.
Wait, what? No. 11:30?
11:30.
This motherfucker's at 10:30 Central Time tonight.
10:30 Central Time, 11:30 Eastern. Gonzaga and Baylor will tip off, and no one will watch it because everyone will be asleep.
You'll have to tell me about it.
I will watch it. I will be very excited tomorrow to talk about it. And Brandon will just yada yada. He's like, let's get through it. Nobody gives a fuck.
and at that,
I'll be like, no, Brandon, Brandon, you should have seen it. It was awesome.
That one won't be my fault.
That one won't be your fault. And the chat will be like, Z's, and let's move on. And I'll be like, well, goddamn, we had a top 10 matchup, and
no sport sneaks in the back door more than college basketball.
We used to do the marathon.
Yeah, why don't we still do it?
I think 2016 was the last year they did that. So put that another tally in the argument that the world ended in 2016 is that we used to start college basketball with the 24-hour marathon.
We used to be a proper country.
Yeah, proper country, dude. And then some shit happened. Harambe got shot, and
we used to have a night in October where ESPN would be at like 5 March Madnesses. And they'd whip around the coverage.
Midnight Madness, you mean? Yeah.
Midnight Madness, yeah, sorry. They'd be at 5 Midnight Madnesses and shit be going crazy, and students would shoot for tuition and and then between there and the start of the season, everything you're talking about.
Tom Izzo's on a motorcycle and Bill Self's fucking throwing his arm around Snoop Dogg.
Now just on a random Monday, we're back. We're playing tonight.
Yeah.
You guys playing Texas?
Yeah, we got Texas. Yeah, they got they're I think 2.5 point favorites. They got 5 new starters. They're gonna be pretty good. But
I'll see you.
Hopefully,
I'll see you in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, Mississippi State, Ohio State Sweet 16 game is going to.
It's gonna feed families.
It's gonna feed families. It's gonna be a movie.
I'll see you in one of you guys in the Elite Eight then.
Oh, Ebo.
Was that TJ that said that?
Oh,
and on to us in the Final Four.
I'll see you in the Sweet 16.
All right, whatever you say, little guy.
If Rutgers,
pull that picture back up.
If Rutgers and JMU play in the Sweet 16, I might quit the show.
You a Penn State basketball guy?
Yeah, I like what Mike Rhodes is doing, but we actually just got a big commitment on Friday, 4-star. But at the same time, it's like Penn State basketball.
I thought all Penn State football guys were.
Tell me about Kanye Clary.
Oh, I was not a huge fan of him by the time his tenure at Penn State ended.
Well, he's mine now.
I understand.
And I will protect him with everything.
He's he's had some big-time buckets, but he's very, very ball-dominant, and he would not necessarily run the offense. So,
were you in school with Stanley Pringle?
No. I was young with Stanley Pringle.
Oh, okay.
But that whole, Taylor Battle era, that was awesome.
Someone had told me you guys went to study in the library together, but...
No. Stop.
Stop.
Pringles aren't potato chips, right?
You know that story.
Yes, I do know that story.
That was a little joke. Stanley Pringle was tugging it in the library. College basketball preview. What does it look like?
What? Okay,
Holy
we got.
shit.
Yeah. No, we can do it. Let's go conference by conference, and we're not going to be yelling out, okay?
Can we do?
Just do the NEC.
No, we're doing this.
To get the NEC.
We're doing this.
JMU.
Stop. Okay.
Duke, North Carolina,
UNC, Wake,
NC State,
Miami,
Boston College. This is bad. I don't want to.
We're doing this, Louisville.
25 minutes.
Shut up. You want to preview the sport or not? Pitt, Virginia, and Virginia Tech, Syracuse, Georgia Tech.
Florida State.
What if we don't get out of the ACC?
Oh my God, dude. SMU, Cal, Stanford.
Yeah, thanks. All right, there's that one. America East, is that Vermont? What? That's Vermont?
Yeah, Vermont.
What are you doing?
Lehigh. Is Lehigh in the American? No, they're in what are they?
They're in the Patriot, right?
Patriot League, yeah.
What's Bucknell in?
Bucknell's in Patriot as well.
Well, who's with Vermont? Where's UMBC?
That would be like UMass Lowell.
Okay. UMass Lowell. All right, where's St. Peter's?
It'd be a school like New Hampshire.
Oh, we didn't get Notre Dame for ACC, by the way.
Notre Dame. Okay. Where's UMass? Just put UMass and see where they show up. Oh, we already got them.
Stony Brook.
Stony Brook. Slippery Rock a school?
Yep.
Slippery Rock is a school, yeah. This
All right, let's only do the small conferences.
Lemoyne.
Why?
Why? No I. Why? Yeah.
E.
Detroit.
We're just bouncing around.
I don't know. I can't really do the American East.
Belmont.
That's the South, right? Yeah.
Fucking
Campbell.
Bill and Mary.
Not don't do that to him.
Georgia State.
St. Bonaventure's. St. Joe's.
Dayton. What a stupid.
St. Francis.
Fucking
Creighton.
Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I'll take Tarleton State for 200.
Fucking UC Irvine.
UC Davis. I think it's just taking the UCs.
It took all the UCs.
UCLA.
Fucking. Did we say Ohio State? Did we do Duke?
We did Duke, yeah.
Did we do Kentucky?
Are we honestly doing this or not?
No, I didn't want to do this.
Okay, all
I
right.
don't want to do this.
All right, let's pick one conference and do it, and that'll be it.
All right, pick a mid-major.
All right, let's pick a mid-major. Let's do do the Horizon League. Let's do the Horizon. Cleveland State. Cleveland State.
I want to say Valpo.
Oh, no.
No? Where did Valpo move?
I think they're Missouri Valley Conference.
Oh, that's right. They did move.
Motherfucker.
Fucking Green Bay. Green Bay.
We should try to do a conference.
Doug Gottlieb.
And if we get the wrong conference, we have to move conference.
UW Milwaukee, right?
Milwaukee. Fucking.
Is it just Milwaukee? What
Yeah, it might just be Milwaukee. It might just be Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Horizon is
UW Stout in that?
What?
There's a.
What'd you just say?
There's a Stout. There's a UW Stout.
Fuck you talking about?
No, I don't know.
What you on about?
Horizon.
Forget it.
Horizon. Can we get is there like a fucking
Go ahead.
It's all in the middle. They're in the middle.
We got Missouri State in the Horizon. They in the Missouri Valley. They're in the Missouri Valley. Everybody's in the Missouri Valley.
Where's in the middle?
The Horizon.
When you're watching Detroit and Detroit Mercy, Who are they playing? Oakland?
Oakland, yeah. Jack Olke.
Yeah, Oakland.
They're playing. Is
I think.
what's like?
Where's Indiana State?
What Indiana State is Missouri Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody's Missouri Valley, dude. What's IUPUI? Whatever they call IUPUI now. IU Indy. IU.
It's just PU.
Yeah, there we go.
Philly.
They're in the horizon. Do they play Omaha?
Oh, come on.
Where's Omaha? What
fuck.
the fuck are they in?
Show me Seattle.
For what conference? You're just going off on your own right now. All right, we're not going to be able to do the Horizon. Let's do the MEAC. Why would I say MEAC?
No, dude.
No.
MEAC is
NCAA&T? Is that?
That's
No, they're in the
that's-
the Coastal Athletic Conference now.
MEAC is what?
Show
Saint
me.
Where's Furman?
Mac. I hate this so much, dude.
Wait, where's your boy go? Morgan State.
Not my boy. Dickhead.
Deep cut.
MAAC is just one they made up for this quiz, right?
No, that's St. Peter's, right?
We already said St. Peter's. It would be there. It is there.
What about
is that like Marist or no? Like
yeah,
Fairfield?
Fairfield.
Canisius?
Canisius. Fucking
CAN. You know what? Just go back. I'll spell it. CANISIUS.
What's Denver in? What's DU in? What are they in?
Somewhere out west.
Where are they?
They're somewhere out west. All right, Ivy we could do. Ivy
we could do.
Yeah, all right, go back up. Go back up.
Ivy we could do.
All right, Mississippi State.
Brown, we got him. Cornell, Columbia.
And Dartmouth.
No, with a U.
With the U. Dartmouth. Boom!
And that is your
There we go.
2024-25 college basketball.
You guys just ignored the whole Pac-2. Conference of
We
Champions.
could have done the Pac-2.
Just done the Pac-2. Yeah. Just done.
Yeah, let's do the Pac-12 while we're at it.
I'm gonna go Oregon State.
Do you like the SoCon?
I do like the SoCon. I think there's some good teams.
You like the Fur Man and the SoCon?
Yeah.
You're trying to make it a sexual joke. That's what you're doing.
I like how when we brought up SoCon, TJ typed in Longwood.
How do we not? Damn it!
Okay, who do we miss? Go back to the Horizon for sure.
How do we not get Michigan?
I want to see the Horizon.
Northern Kentucky, Purdue, Fort Wayne, Robert Morris, Wright State.
Oh, Wright State I should have gotten. Youngstown I probably should have gotten.
We should have gotten all those. Maybe not Purdue, Fort
Do
Wayne.
you genuinely
would've
think
known
you
Purdue.
could do this, Mark? Like,
Wayne.
there's like new ones that pop.
I know
in
there's
and
new ones that
out.
pop up.
The
That's what I
NEC.
was-
Go to the NEC. It's all like schools you never heard of.
Wayne could.
There should be a.
Why
like
is
a-
Chicago State in the NEC?
Yeah, like that. That's what I never. You could have given me 1,000 guesses, and I never would have guessed Chicago State in the NEC.
Used to work with a guy named Wayne. He knew every one of these and every FCS team and every FCS conference.
Wow.
He was a freak.
There was probably a point in my life where I could have done all these. But
The smaller ones are moving around too
moving around
much.
like crazy. Yeah, it's hard to keep up.
Was Wayne your muse, Brandon? Was he kind of like your inspiration?
Wayne is everything I want to be in life. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I think he works with inside the NBA now.
Shout out Wayne.
Wayne's the best.
Mm.
I never really liked Wayne.
Okay.
Is TGI Fridays done?
Who?
TGI Fridays?
Is it? I just saw one yesterday.
Is it?
Is it done?
Said I saw a tweet that said they filed for bankruptcy.
Does that mean?
What is bankruptcy?
I don't know what that
I never
means.
know what that means because sometimes people do it and they're fine.
What does bankruptcy mean? But we all know what bankruptcy means, but
Right.
none of us know what bankruptcy means.
I know what it would mean if you were going through it. I don't know what it would mean if TGI Fridays is going through it.
Yeah.
All right. When's the last time?
What's the best bankruptcy of all time? Who went bankrupt and
won?
Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Weren't the Dodgers bankrupt?
Were they?
And
They were. You're
and
right.
then they have now, like the past 10 years, one of the most
Greece?
successful franchises.
Greece was bankrupt.
Oh yeah, the pigs.
Oh, Greece.
The pigs in Europe.
Yep. Good bankruptcy.
Portugal, Italy.
Name a chain restaurant that's in this country that you've never eaten at. The biggest chain restaurant you've never once, because I've never eaten at a TGI Fridays.
Really?
You never had a cup of dirt?
Dude. I was there every Friday.
Oh, that's apropos.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been to a lot of
You ever
TGI
been?
Fridays.
Okay, Outback.
Outback, yeah. We've done the Outback, the Bloomin' Onion, all that. Yeah.
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster, yeah.
Olive Garden?
Olive Garden, yeah. Of course. How could you not?
Stop when you
Speak
when you've seen a chain restaurant you haven't.
Yeah, McDonald's, Subway, Starbucks. I mean the one in China. Oh, we're obviously doing just American ones. All right. Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme, Hunt Brothers. I can honestly say
that's just gas station pizza.
Yeah, the gas station. I've seen. No, I haven't eaten it.
You've never eaten that gas station pizza?
I have never eaten Hunt Brothers pizza. No,
I'm
aware of it.
I've eaten a lot of gas station pizza.
I've technically seen it and been in the restaurant, I guess.
Yeah.
I've never eaten Hunt Brothers pizza.
I've eaten all of these. I've never had an Orange Julius.
I've never had an Orange Julius either.
That's at Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, so I've been in an Orange Julius, I guess.
Okay.
Wendy's, Baskin Robbins, yes. Hardee's, yes.
Done all these. I don't know what Tim Hortons. That's Canada. Okay.
They have a lot in them.
They have
it's very good.
Okay. Well, I haven't.
They have a lot of them in Columbia.
You asked if I've had it,
Ohio.
and I haven't. Sonic, I'm good. Arby's good. Chipotle, yeah. Cold Stone Creamery.
Oh, Blimpie.
Blimpie never had.
Blimpie, I have. Yeah, dude, this is tough, man. I've been to all of these places.
Chick-fil-A has that few locations, huh?
You know what? Panda Express might be my answer.
Really?
Panda Express.
Panda Express pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the Chinese food, but I don't know if I've ever
done a Panda.
Because I feel like Panda Express is like the drunk move, right? Isn't that a Connor?
I think it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid regardless.
The people I know that went to Panda Express, like in college and stuff, it was like a late night. Let's like run
I can see where that would be awesome.
And I was more of like a Taco Bell late night guy.
Malisek and I went there once in Manhattan, but I think that was the only time I ever went there.
I
was a Taco Bell.
You went to Panda Express in Manhattan
for a lunch break. Yeah, we went out and grabbed Panda Express, but that was the only time I ever had it. Taco Bell late night.
That office had 250 Chinese restaurants within 5 feet.
Yeah, he wanted to go to Panda.
I think
Express.
we were sitting on one.
Yeah, and he was just like, "Come along." I said, "Okay." But Taco Bell late night, McDonald's late night, State College they have Cane's open late night. Smack that up.
Connor, short of
I need that on a soundboard.
Short of your teams winning the championship, the national championship or the Super Bowl, what will make you happy? Because that's what I'm rooting for now. I want to watch these games and I want to root for Connor Griffin's happiness. But you know, if it just boils down to like Penn State has to win a national championship or the Eagles have to win the Super Bowl, then we might be waiting a while.
Penn State has to win a playoff game this year and have some sense of like, oh, we could go on a run, and then the Eagles have to not be. They have to be a playoff team and they have to not lose a game because of Nick Sirianni. If we lose just because we got outplayed, that's fine.
Yeah. Do you think Penn State will be above Indiana in the? They're above Indiana right now, right?
Yeah.
So if
they're above it in the AP, but the AP voters are stupid.
The playoff bowl, I have a feeling it's going to be way.
I don't
was
know.
Gonna say, like you guys not playing in the Big Ten championship could help you, but also that's going to help Indiana. Like if assuming Ohio State beats Indiana and it's Ohio State Oregon in the Big Ten championship.
Yeah.
There's a chance that
I'm trying to think of what seed you guys are going to be in the playoff.
We could be that fifth.
Could be fifth or
could be fifth, right?
Anywhere between 5 and 7.
Indiana's not going to jump them, right? There's no way.
Only way Indiana jumps them if they beat Ohio.
If they have to beat Ohio State, obviously.
Yeah.
In that case.
Because again, they're going to be kind of the same team on paper. If they both lose to Ohio State, they'll both be 11-1 with 0 ranked wins.
Yeah.
And I prefer Penn State out of those two because I don't know. I just think they're a better team.
There's some part of you. I'm not saying all of it. I'm just saying silver lining is
small
part of you. Small part, just a sliver. Actually happy that guys might get to host a playoff game now instead of getting a bye. Now maybe nighttime playoff game in Beaver Stadium.
I didn't want to tell it, but I have heard already they're going to put Penn State's home playoff game at noon.
Oh no,
that sucks.
That'd be a sick joke. I mean, obviously it's still a home playoff game.
Wouldn't that be sick?
Show out.
Wouldn't that be sick if you got who would you play?
So if they're the 7, maybe they'll play like the third at-large SEC. Maybe
what if you get like Alabama? What if you get Bama? What if it's
No,
Bama, Penn State, and Beaver Stadium, 7:30 p.m. kickoff for a playoff game?
It'd be awesome.
Woo!
But the main thing I would want in that situation is for a team, we're playing a team from the South, for example, to have to come into the cold.
Mm-hmm.
And like we've never had a game that late in the year at Beaver Stadium. And
Woo!
it'd be awesome.
Oh, that would be awesome.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the team.
I'd be rooting
I'd be stoked for it, but I don't know. This game kind of took the air out of a lot, but it's fine.
That's okay, man. Enjoy the ride.
Let's get the air back in there.
All we're saying is enjoy the ride. All we're saying is,
I hope you dance.
I was having a great time at the RV lot on Saturday. I was just on top of an
Look
RV
at that, dude.
sipping a beer. It was great.
Tennessee, Penn State. I guess that game would be at Tennessee. Oof.
Yeah.
I guess this is not helping. Oh, in this scenario, whose is this? What do we got here? They got Indiana.
This has Indiana above Penn State.
Oh, by the way, Indiana Notre. Well, they're just doing it for the Indiana Notre Dame because that would be fucking awesome. You realize there's only one state in this great union of ours that has 2 teams ranked in the top 10 in college football right now?
Shit, I bet it's Indiana.
It's Indiana, Brandon. In 49 states, it's just college football. A little different, Indiana. A little bit different. Yeah, I guess that's right. My alma mater is My alma mater is the favorite to win the national championship on DraftKings right now, and my home state is the only state with 2 teams in the top 10.
So, are you the most important figure in college football?
Am I the authority on college football right now? Does anybody know college football more than me right now?
Probably. Feels like they do. Yeah.
Huh.
Could we be the first show ever with two
number one,
two hosts ranked in the top 10 of college football?
I don't want to.
Big Game Boomers top 10 college football.
By the way, I don't. I regret saying it. I haven't even said it yet. There's chatter that this Indiana situation between you and Blutman, and it's going horribly for you all season.
Not really.
We're headed towards an interesting decision from Big Game Boomer. That's all I'm going to say. The streets are saying this Indiana.
I've had to pee for a fucking hour.
This Indiana situation, Brandon Walker being wrong about Indiana every week and Blutman being right. There's a lot. There's a lot of chatter on the streets that.
Bam, say this how ball's done.
Brandon would kick him off the show.
That's how ball's done.
All right, that's the show. See you guys tomorrow.
That's how ball is done. Brandon.